This is my first gym type video. This entire video's concept is about putting on muscle. I could also get into like how to be stronger, losing fat, but this video was mainly designed for how to make your muscles bigger, how to do it best, principles you need to understand. Stop using a workout routine that has a set amount of sets and a set amount of reps, like 4x12, 3x10. That is all bullshit, bro. You shouldn't cap yourself at that 12 reps. You shouldn't expect to hit those 12 reps after every set. Because once you've hit those 12 reps, you've failed the 12 reps. Like you hit the 12 reps, you can't hit a 13th one. That's your first set. Your second set, you cannot expect to hit 12 reps again because you've just gone to failure after 12 reps. You're gonna do like 10 reps, 11 reps if you're lucky, 9 reps, max on the second set. So you can't have 4 sets by 12 reps because you're not going to hit the 12 reps. And if you are hitting the 12 reps every set, you're not training to failure. If you were serious about this shit, you would go to failure after every set. And if you're going to failure after every set, you can't hit the 12 reps after every set. Optimized for progressive overload is how you replace these shitty 4x12, 3x10, 3x6 workout routines. Optimized for progressive overload. Instead of 4x12, you hit 4x12, and after 12, you can't hit 13. You failed. You've gone till failure. Then you hit on the second set, you hit 4x10. Third set, you hit 4x8. Fourth set, you hit 4x6. That is more realistic because it lowers the rep count after every set, obviously, because if you're training till failure, you're hitting that 12 reps. You're not going to hit the 12 reps on the next set because you have already used up all your energy hitting that 12. So you're going to do less. You're going to do 10, maybe 8, maybe 9. Another thing you could do, instead of removing the reps, you lower the weight. So I do this for bench press. I hit a 4x8. That's fixed. But I start with 105 pounds and I subtract 5 after every set. So, you know, I hit the 8 reps on 110. I take off 5 pounds, 100 pounds. I hit 8 reps, 100 pounds, 95 pounds. I hit 8 reps, 90 pounds. I hit 8 reps. And that's more optimal because if you are training till failure, you aren't going to hit the same amount of weight, the same amount of reps the next set. You train your muscles 8 times a week. What does that mean? So like 8 sets a week is what I'm trying to get at. For example, if you got bicep curls, you're hitting 4 sets a workout, you train biceps twice a week, that's 8 times a week. And for every set, you are going to failure. So an example, the same example, bicep curls. If you're hitting it 8 times a week, you are literally training your bicep to go to failure 8 times a week, forcing it to adapt to its circumstances, forcing it to grow. There's no other choice for your muscle but to grow if you are training it 8 times a week, training it to failure, shit like that. All right, the truth behind putting on muscle. The only way that your muscle is built is by making it adapt. You aren't exercising, you're not running, you're not lifting weights. Your muscle has no reason to adapt. It has no reason to grow. If you're working out with heavy weights and you're going to failure for every set, your muscles have to adapt. Going to failure every set is actually not recommended. If you like go on Google, how often should I go to failure? First things that's going to pop up is, oh, you should go to failure on your last set. You know, the shitty fucking low weight, high reps for muscular growth. That's fucking bullshit, bro. If you are working out so hard that your muscles physically cannot move anymore, that is forcing it to adapt to its new circumstances. The more you train to failure, the more your muscles will grow. If you're pussing out after you've hit like 8 reps and you're not even doing some heavy weight and you only puss out because you got a little uncomfortable, your muscles have no reason to adapt. The only way your muscles can grow is by making it adapt. Another thing is you must feed your body what it needs to grow. When you work out, your muscles feel sore the day after because your fibers in your muscles tear. And the only time your body recovers those fibers is when you are sleeping. What you put in your body will determine the effectiveness at which it recovers. Sleep is the only time where your muscle fibers are rebuilt. And if you are eating good nutrition, your muscle fibers will simply be rebuilt more. Your muscles will simply get bigger if you're eating good shit that makes your muscles get bigger. Muscles get bigger because the fibers are tearing. Every time you hit a repetition with a curl or with a bench or with a squat, it gets harder and harder to hit those reps because your muscle fibers are literally breaking. And the more they break, the less muscle you have. And when you are sleeping, those broken fibers get rebuilt. And they don't get rebuilt back to where it was before you hit the workout. They get rebuilt more. And the more protein that your body consumes, the more muscle fibers get rebuilt. The more protein you eat, the more your muscle fibers get rebuilt. The more you are sleeping, the more your muscle fibers get rebuilt. Because remember, the only time your muscles recover, that means getting rebuilt, is when you are sleeping. You have to eat clean, cut out all the bullshit, and sleep at least 8 hours minimum every night. Because the more you're sleeping, the more your muscles will grow. The more protein you are consuming, the more your muscles will grow. And the more your muscle fibers are tearing, aka the more you work out, the harder you work out, the more consistent you are with working out. Over time, your muscles, your body has more muscle to recover. If you break more fibers, your muscle has to recover more fibers. You will gain muscle mass. You sleep, you eat good, you train well, train a lot, train hard. Your muscles have no other choice but to adapt to its circumstances and grow bigger. Right. What foods not to eat? This is pretty straightforward. I got 4 things for you. If it makes you fat, don't eat it. If you see a food and if you believe it will make you fat, you simply do not eat it. Any food, if I give you any food and I ask you, does this food make you fat? And if you say yes, don't eat it. It's as simple as that. If it's a waste of calories, don't eat it. You have a fixed amount of calories that you should be consuming every day. I'm not going to get into it in this video. I'll give you a brief overview. I could make another video about it. Comment if you want me to about calories, all this shit. You have a set amount of calories you should be hitting every day. And if you are taking up some of that amount with some shit like candy, cake, pizza, McDonald's, you are wasting your calories because that calorie amount that you ate, that cake, that candy, could be used to just eating something good, eating something that was made from love, like homemade chicken breasts, rice, vegetable. If it's processed, don't eat it. If it's made for profit, don't eat it. Processed foods aren't made with the intent of making you full. Processed foods that are made for making money are literally designed for you to want more. And they do this by adding in all of these stupid fucking ingredients and chemicals and oils that are only designed to make it taste good. So that you are eating a lot, you are making the money, and you are also eating more than you should because it's designed to not make you full.